Segment of our 7-part series here of dealing with the police. This is very important for everyone who might encounter the police at some point in your future. You do not control that, so hopefully these tips will give you some good advice if it happens to you. My name is Zachary Divelbiss. I'm the owner of Future First Criminal Law. Please contact us if anything like this is happening to you. An encounter with law enforcement is a stressful and even frightening experience for most people. The following guidelines will help you in your dealings with law enforcement in most situations. And if the encounter evolves into arrest, please contact us. That way we can help you out. The 6th tip here is very important. Hopefully you have heard this before. Hopefully you've watched our previous 5 videos to go over all the important things up until this point. This is the 6th and one of the most important tips here. Remain silent. I'm sure you've heard it before, but I want to get into it a little bit more because you've watched some of my previous videos. You've heard that there are things that you should be saying. Go watch those videos and please know the things you should be saying to the police, and then always know that you have a right to remain silent. You have a 5th Amendment right against self-incrimination, and you are under no obligation to speak with the police officers about a pending investigation. Anything that you say to police officers, even if you are perfectly innocent, can be used against you. Officers and prosecutors are experts at twisting innocent statements around, lifting them out of the context to make it look suspicious. If you are stopped by the police, you should answer standard identification questions. Here's my ID. This is my insurance. Do not make small talk other than and offer anything that's unsolicited. Conversations about yourself, where you're coming from, where you're going, why you're driving at such a late hour at the night. So if you're taken into custody and questioned by law enforcement officers, you need to assert your rights and say, I do not wish to talk or answer any questions. I want a lawyer. And this is the most important part of it. You then stop talking. Never make any statements to investigators outside the presence of an experienced criminal defense lawyer. Very important here. I want to highlight this again and go through this. Your 5th Amendment right to self-incrimination means you do not have to say anything when you are being investigated. And guess what? The moment the police come into contact with you, you are being investigated. Please give the police some identifying information, your name and date of birth, your driver's license, your registration, nothing further beyond that. I've gone into some of the other tips in my other videos of asking, am I under arrest? Am I free to leave? Those things are okay to say. But the moment the hairs on the back of your neck start tingling, the moment the anxiety starts going, oh, I know I'm not doing anything wrong, but why is the officer still here? You at that point are allowed to say, officer, I do not wish to answer any further questions and I want a lawyer. You do not have to be given Miranda rights in order for you to say this. You can say it within 30 seconds of seeing the police officer. It is okay for you to do that. And that is so critically important. So many of our clients wish that they knew that. They wish that they could at any point in their contact, their experience with the police officer say, I don't want to talk to you in a polite, professional manner. And then guess what? This is important. You actually don't talk to them after that. The moment you begin a conversation after you've invoked your rights, you have now waived your rights and the police can start asking you questions again. So very important that you learn your right to remain silent. You learn that you cannot talk your way out of being arrested. If the police have probable cause to arrest you, they are going to do it. They are pros at what they do. They love getting confessions from people who think they are smarter than them. So it is not rude. It is instead professional to politely say, officer, I wish to remain silent and I want a lawyer. You actually have to remain silent, but you do not actually have to have a lawyer there in order to invoke your right. Very important here, the police are there to look for charges against you, and by talking and telling them about where you're coming from, where you're going, what's going on, and whatever the situation is, can potentially and most likely will only do harm against you. Very important here, please rewatch this video, watch any of the other previous videos, and we got one more video coming after this that's definitely very important. Excited to help any of you if you've experienced something like this or if you were just recently arrested. So please don't hesitate to contact us, reach out to us, and get that free consultation so you can rest easy at night. Thank you.